attention. Matter of fact, let me do this on. All right, let's go here to the 4-hour chart. Check this game out. Why did we stop right here? Right? This is not over with, but I'm just saying, why did we stop right here? And you can see that there's a cross right here on the 4-hour chart. This is gonna get bad, guys. So here's what we got. Look, if you draw a line here, let me show you. This is called a brick wall. We tried to get through it, no, rejection. Try to get through it, no, rejection. Broke through it, found support, rally up. Once you break through that, no matter how high you go, you come back and test it as support. How many times have I said that on this live? This is the entire crypto market, by the way. This is your entire crypto market. Once you break through the brick wall, the ceiling, I don't care how hard you go up, you are going to come back and test that as support. I don't care which one of these you look at, okay? You could go here and you could look at, look, this is Cardano right here. See this, Cardano? You see it? You come through here, you break this. This is a brick wall right here. This is all brick wall stuff. You come through here, you come back, you test it as support. Cardano actually lost support. That's how bad it's in the bottom half of the 50%. Look, if I was to go here and I was to go here from this bottom right here, where this brick wall of support is, up here to this high, Cardano is past the 50% level mark. You see it? This is Cardano is extremely weak right now, and it is about to get weaker. You're gonna get Cardano for very, very inexpensive. I'll show you all the rest of these. They're all gonna be inexpensive. So I gotta go in here and I gotta look at the charts. Trust me. Somebody said Black Swan. Who said that? Smart person. NMS Vicent. Am I saying that right? Said Black Swan event. Yes, you can't predict Black Swan events. You'll get some smart people out here to say, "Oh, I told you this and I told you that," or whatever. Stop it, bro. You can't predict a Black Swan event. All right, so let's go ahead and let's look and see, have we broken structures? Yes. Because of a Black Swan event, which you cannot control, something like COVID-19 or Hezbollah bombing Israel, you can't control that. And so we have broken support for up here. This candle closed right here. This candle opened up, and then you lost this support. That's what's going on right now. This is an active candle right now, and this is the crypto market cap. This is the entire crypto market cap. So Black Swan event caused us to lose this support. You're more than likely coming down here where this next level of support is, right there, this pivot line. All right, so that's that. So we know we broke that structure. That's bad. Let's go here and let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Look at your Bitcoin dominance, right? Now, the Bitcoin dominance hasn't broken out of this downward action right here, but it is pushing up here. See that? See, it pushed all the way up here. It got to look, see that? This thing pushed all the way up here, but then it's here at this particular point. So we have to watch the Bitcoin dominance. You do not want this spiking up and going shooting past that. Somebody said I'm giving you all the cautions, okay? Let's go here and let's look at Coinbase. Look at that. Coinbase has broken structure. This was support for Coinbase. Remember that? See this the other day when I showed you this was going crazy this way? Well, when you have a Black Swan event, everybody's getting scared now, so they're not buying, selling, and trading crypto like that. So boom, Coinbase stock fell past this support. That's bad. That's not boo. You say it with me. Boo. Okay. Let's go over here and let's look at the DXY, because if people are taking money out of crypto assets, they're putting it back into the dollar. Yeah. Look at your dollar. People are taking profits. They're putting their money back. Look, this was a bearish structure. Look, boom. We was crashing. Black Swan event. We have now broken that structure. This is not good. Somebody say, I mean, it's good, and I'll tell you why it's good, but I'm just saying that, you see that? Let's go ahead and look at the USDT. Look at that. This is now broken structure. Remember this double top right here? Right here, boom, that's your first top. That's the neckline. Boom, that's your second top. This all here was bearish, 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 bearish. But look at this. So people are taking their money out of crypto, putting it back in the US dollar and putting it back on the sideline with Tether, meaning the digital dollar. People are sitting on the sideline letting this play out. When it closes the trade, it pushes the money back into Tether. So all that money is sitting on the sideline in USDT. So I got a bunch of money sitting on the sideline right now. That's how it works. And it literally takes Tether and pushes it up. Did y'all see that? Man, listen, man, I'm trying to, hold on, somebody's texting me. Oh, that's my dad. Did y'all see what I just showed you? Somebody says, we doing short selling right now. You're not good enough to short the market like that. And you don't want to short the market when you have a black swan event. You want to sit on the sideline for a second and you want to go and look at your trade assets and you want to see, trust me, I'm going to show you guys. Listen, for everybody asking the question, should we be shorting this way? First of all, you're not, and I'm not trying to come at you sideways. You're not good enough to short a market after a black swan event. This thing can escalate fast. Like you have someone who literally decided to send some bombs at somebody. You do not want to be trying to figure this shit out. You want to let that play out a little bit because this thing can escalate. You don't. There's people on the phone right now. Have you looked at stuff like Madam Secretary or like there's people on the phone right now saying, I mean, well, bring them to the office. Let's sit down. We can talk about it because if we can't talk this stuff out now. You understand what I'm saying? There's people on there. You got this person and your diplomatic this and diplomatic that, and people are on planes. People are on conference calls or whatever. It's on. Hey, listen, what? You don't want to be out here trying to short the market or do crazy stuff if you don't. You don't have no control over that. You have no control over that. I'm showing you these charts so you can understand what's going on, so you can just sit back for a second and say, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Does everybody believe me? Does everybody believe me? Yes or no? Okay. Somebody said, when are we going to be teaching digital marketing again? After we make an insane amount of money, closing out this 4-year cycle of crypto. For the person that asked that question. All right. Okay, noted. Okay, great. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's look at my charts here that have never lied ever. And when I say ever, I mean ever in life. Somebody said my portfolio took a hit. Everybody's portfolio took a hit, bro. Right? If you were stopped out, if you had stop losses, you had your stuff stopped out, you got stopped out in profit or whatever. But anybody that was in any asset, and I mean any asset, everybody took a hit today. That's called a black swan event. You can't do anything about that. All right, let's go ahead and let's look at my indicators, the ones that never lied. Let's look at the health of the market. You might want to really pay attention to this because this is going to keep on going fast. Just going to keep on going fast. All right, here we go. Let's open this up. Look, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For those of you who know me, you know that this is serious business when I open this stuff up. All right. So here's Bitcoin on the daily. Now, clearly you can see that that's the thumbs up signal. And you see we went going up this way anytime the yellow ribbon is over the blue ribbon. But this black swan event that we got going on, it's causing a kink right here. Yikes. Hey, listen, you might want to really, really pay attention to what I am saying to you. This is Bitcoin, and you are starting to see a kink on the daily chart, which means if we back up the daily chart and look at the 12-hour chart, you see more of a kink. The 6-hour chart, you literally start seeing these things squinch up. On the 4-hour chart, yikes. Yeah, listen, I don't think you understand. Yellow ribbon over the blue ribbon, you will be seeing a bunch of this. Yellow ribbon crossing, look, under the blue ribbon, you're getting ready to come crashing. These are facts. Go here and see for yourself. When you see this kink right here, and then you see that cross, look what happened after that. I don't care how far back you go. I could show you. You see this kink right here, this cross, this right here is consolidation. But then you see the cross up right here, boom. Look, you see this kink right here, then you get the cross, boom. You see this kink right here, then you get that cross to the downside, boom. You see what's happening, right? Yellow under blue is bad. Yellow over blue, very good. Now let's go ahead and show it to you again on the 4-hour chart. Yikes. But more importantly than that, here is your 2-hour chart. Hey, your cross is right here for the 2-hour chart. This is Bitcoin dumping down. You don't want to see yellow crossing under the blue. And I just showed it to you. If it happened on the 2-hour, it is now pushing to the 4-hour. That will push to the 6-hour, which will push to the 12-hour. Unless something happens dramatic, that will lead into this crossing over on the daily chart, and you will see more droppage for sure. This is why you don't want to be out here talking about, oh, should I do this or whatever? You'd have no idea. You just need to sit back, let this play out for a little bit. Let's keep on going. Remember, these things have never lied ever once, not even a little bit. All right, so, and I'm gonna show you where the money is, how to get to the money. Here's your Bitcoin chart, the 50-day moving average and the 200 moving average. Look at this. We have lost the 50 and we're literally barely surviving. I mean, the 200, we're barely surviving over the 50. See this? This 200, red is 200, blue is 50. What does that mean? I'm gonna show it to you. Look, pay attention. Anytime you see Bitcoin over the blue line and the red line, meaning the 50 and the 200, you're gonna be crazy bullish. If you ever see the 50 dump past the 200, that is called a death cross. So you can see here, we was under the 50 moving average here. Boom, 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 boom. Can't even get back above it. Boom, 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 boom. So right now, we was able to get past this. Boom, we got past the 200 and everything was looking great. And then you get a black swan event in the marketplace. You lose the 200 and you're barely surviving on the 50 right now. This is all caution. You should be absolutely cautious and sit back and wait to see what happens. Don't go out here making no crazy ass major moves because you don't know what's going on right now. You let the governments figure this stuff out or whatever and watch TV. That's what I would do and see what's happening on the news. If you ignore what I'm saying to you, it will cost you dearly. All right, let's go over here and look at this. This is the Gaussian channel. Here's your Gaussian channel on Bitcoin, and we're looking at the daily. Here's how it works. If this ever flips red and Bitcoin is below it when it does so, you will be crashing down. That's just period, end of discussion. And if this thing flips green and Bitcoin is above it when it does so, you will be going up. In the middle of this Gaussian channel is what's called a pivot line, moving average, or pivot line. If you can stay above that pivot line, whatever color it is, if it's green, if you can stay above it, you're gonna up. If you go below this right here, it's a danger of dropping down. So you see that was resistance, came back up, got resisted again, battled here for a little bit, then it finally started getting some support before it rocketed up, right? And if you go here, you'll see here, we came down here, support, lost support, see that? Lost the support, no, crash. Try to get back up, no. Try to get back up here, got past it, support, rallied up. Look, you come down here and this just starts pushing down and this turns green, right? Because you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's green. It's time to go up. So we came down here to test support, lost support, crashed. It flipped back red, right? So look at where we are right now and tell me if you should be making any sudden moves. This was resistance right here. We finally got past it. We started rallying up. This was all good. And now the Black Swan event has look, we literally got stopped right there. But this is not over with. You have no idea. Are we going to stay above this as support or are we going to come crashing down? You might want to just chill for a second. I wouldn't be making any sudden moves. I'm just showing it to you. Now that's the daily. Now let me go back. Look at your 12-hour chart, right? On a 12-hour chart, it's green, but look, there we are. Let's look at a 6-hour chart. Pay attention because this gets really good. That's your 6-hour chart. The 6-hour chart, you have fell below the pivot line. Let me go over here and show it to you. See this 6-hour chart? See that? This is starting to squinch up, meaning this is a danger of crossing over to continue to drop. So you're now seeing that over here. This, we have lost the pivot line on the 6-hour chart. Let's keep going. Here's your 4-hour chart. Look, resistance, 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 crash. This is going to flip red. I know this because if I go over here to the 4-hour chart on my EMA ribbons, we have already crossed. This is going to continue to get bearish. And this right here is letting you know it is going to flip red on you. If you don't believe that, let's go here and show you. Here's your 2-hour chart. And you clearly can see that we are literally crossed up over here. And this is crazy bearish right now. So what does this look like on the 2-hour chart? Pay attention. Look. Yeah, that part. Because it's not gonna withstand all of that. It's literally saying, bro, we're getting resisted. This has already flipped red on the 2-hour. And I know that because I'm looking here. Super bearish right there. This right here is a signal of bearish. That is going to continue, which will push this 4-hour chart to red, which will push this 4-hour chart to more bearishness. You get the idea, right? My indicators have never lied to me, not once. So you might want to pay attention to this. So what is the other chart that we need to look at? I'll show it to you. The other chart that we're looking at here is Bitcoin on the monthly, right? Look. All of this, remember, these are monthly candles. See down here, see that? March 24, that's April, May, June, July. You get the idea. All of this was resistance. Remember, Bitcoin was pushing down from this $73,000 right there. It was pushing down. So this is resistance, 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 resistance. All these months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months resisted. Then we actually was up here. This Black Swan event is literally having us sit on top of this. This is also something that's telling you, calm yourself down. Don't be making no crazy moves. Because you don't know, is this going to come slamming down here? Or is it going to reverse and find support? This is a monthly candle. Look down here. You also have lost this. Remember, this right here is resistance on the relative strength index. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Once you get past that yellow line, it was all good. But we have fell back below the moving average. And we're literally just barely above this breakout. If you don't know what that means, this RSI falling up under this moving average, you will be looking at extreme bearishness. You do not want to see it. It means bearishness. So look at where we are right now. That is under the moving average. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, that's a monthly candle. Right, look at this. Now here's October. Right? Remember I drew this out for you for October? Right now, we're sitting on this support line. See, support, 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 support. But we're barely just sitting up above this support line. Again, this is Bitcoin on the monthly chart, and I'm looking at what we call Heikin-Ashi candles. See, if I click a regular candle, it looks like this. This is your regular candle sitting dead on this support line. You see it? Now, the Heikin-Ashi candles are telling you, hey, this thing is we still got an opportunity to be bullish here. I'm still green. But if this starts getting really, really bearish, this will flip red and this will come crashing past this. All bad. All bad. So what I am doing right now is I am looking at cryptos, rubbing my hands because I'm looking for great entry points. We already know when I make great entry points, I make, tens of thousands. So I like to go and look at great entry points. What's falling? What's falling down? Where can I find something of some support? So let me go here and show it to you. This is why I said this happens quick. Now I'm gonna show a couple of these to y'all, and then I got to roll because I got to go literally do this. I got to put on some Nas. I like have Nas playing in the background, and then I like to look at the charts and then start getting ready for some great entry points in here so that I can run this up to about 200-300 G's on this next run up. That's how I like to do it. All right, so let me just show it to you, and you tell me if this information that you're about to see is something that is making sense to you. I'm talking about entry points. I'm literally going to let y'all see them, okay? So this is not something to play around with. All right, let's go here to Bybit Perpetuals, and we're going to look at all of these different. Seriously, look at this. Okay, so right now, I'm looking at all my trade assets. Look, these are the trade assets right here. We already know that I made a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, Look, when you get great entry points, when the cryptos do this, you make insane gains. But you cannot make these type of gains if you are not paying attention to what is falling down right now to get an entry point. Because everything that you see here means people have taken money out of the market. When they take money out of the market, it gives you an opportunity to come in here and buy this stuff cheap. So let's see where some good entry points are. So when these things start running back up and they start looking like this, you have a big fat smile on your face. So I have these in alphabetical order. Well, actually, I don't. Let me just put them in alphabetical order. So let me just click on this symbol right here. Boom. Now they're in alphabetical order. Let's look at Cardano. So clearly you can see that right now on the daily chart, Cardano looks like this, but we don't care. We're not looking at daily chart right now. We want to go all the way back here to some lower time frames so we can get a real good picture of what's happening. So here's the 1 hour chart right here. Check this out. So let's zoom in on this, and clearly you can see that Cardano is bearish. There's the cross right there, yellow ribbon under the blue ribbon. This thing has started falling down. And so what are you looking for here? First thing you need to see here, this is very simple for me to do, is you could clearly see that this right here was the high that you was trying to break through. This was a low right here, and this was your high. And so we broke through this high and you ran up. No matter how far you run up, you come back and test it as resistance, and you have lost that. So what we're trying to find out now is, where am I getting some brick wall support here? So the first thing I want to do is I'm on a 1 hour chart, is I want to go here and I want to click on, and I want to do this. See where I'm getting these supports right there? This came crashing down a wick, so that's a touch. There's a touch. There's a support. There's support. There's support. So Cardano is already letting me know, like, hey, I'm actually reversing on the smaller time frame to go into the larger time. How do you know that? Let me go here and show it to you. Look, if I slide down here and I look at relative strength index and stochastic RSI, well, damn. Completely oversold. Somebody say this is a floor for Cardano right now. It's completely oversold. It is already starting to push up. You can see this with your own eyes. So, hey, is this something that you would actually be looking to get into, Calvin? Let me just say this to you with very much so a bunch of enthusiasm. Yes. Okay. And where are you going to put the stop loss? The stop loss will go right here. Somebody say, I'm going to enter a Cardano trade. Because I'm live with you right now, I'm already missing gains. I got to get the hell off this live. I'm just telling you right now, this is how it works. I will come in here, enter a trade right here, put my stop loss here. So you see this thing pushing up right now? I'm already losing money talking to y'all, but I love y'all, so I'm just going to keep on. I'll show you one more. Okay, here's AO, same thing. You see what's going on here, right? Where are you looking for this floor? You go right here and you can see, okay, great. Down here was a brick wall of a ceiling. See it over here? This is pretty much a ceiling, a brick wall ceiling, right? We was having a hard time breaking through this. No. Then you broke through it. Guess what? When you break through this, no matter how high you go up, you come back and you test it at, oh, wow, look at that. Can you imagine that? You test it as support. Whether you look at it there or if you look at it here for this brick wall, notice how this comes here and taps this perfectly right there. You see that? So that means that probably is now the floor, somewhere around up in here. Now let me go here and check this out and see if that's true. If I go here to the stochastic and the relative strength index, newsflash, completely oversold, completely. We're already starting to push back up. Somebody say Calvin's losing money talking to us. That means this isn't, see, this is the entry point now, because my entry point to be there is already lost. I already lost money is what I'm trying to tell you. So exit, this is where my, stop loss would go, and I'm already losing money. How much money have you lost already? This would have been on a 5x leverage because, the market is like that. So, 3%. So I've already lost 15%. Shit. I've already lost 15% talking. But I'm trying to help y'all out though. You know what I mean? There's one more, and then for sure, I got to get off this live because I don't like missing money. No. Hey, by the way, if you think this, get the 1 hour chart. You don't think people like me can see? I'm telling you, people are getting entry points right now. Here's your 5 minute chart. People are starting to get entry points. I'm missing money talking to y'all. So let me just go. You want to show another one, Calvin? Just show me, just pick anyone. Beam. Here's Beam right here. Okay, great. Beam right here. You can clearly see that we have what? Right here, a brick wall. This was the low point right here, and this right here, you could clearly see that this was a brick wall. This is the high. So we had to get through here. We broke through the high, found support, came up, rallied up, boom, back to support. Great. It's support, rallied up again, back down to support. Somebody say, Calvin, is this a great entry point to be looking at something like this? You say, I don't really know. Is it? You go over here and you look at something like Beam on this stochastic and relative strength index. Let's see what's going on. Right? This is obviously pushing back up, but you got to be careful here because this is yellow ribbon under the blue ribbon. But you see how these aren't separated? They're kind of just, squinched up a little bit. If this is support, you just put a little tight little stop loss in here and see if that's a great entry point for you. Right? I got to go figure this out. There's a lot of money out here right now. Trust. And somebody said, just look at Brett. One more, bro, before you leave. Just look at Brett, please. Before you leave, Calvin, please look at Brett. Okay, cool. Let's look at Brett. And then let's just show it to you. Here's Brett. Here's Brett. Then I'm out. Then I got to get out of here. Right, here's Brett. Look down here. You can know here I had a stop loss right here. Let's get rid of this. All right, so this was the floor right here last time. Look, this was your floor. Right? You see that we didn't crash. We came here, support. So if this is the floor, the nearest high is where? Right? Really, you can pick it right here or right here, however you want to do it. But if that's the floor, this is your high right there. Right? So just put a line right there. That was your high. And so coming off of this, you had to break through that. So boom, you came through here, you were trying to break through it. You was pretty much kind of just teeter-tottering around. Support. You finally broke through this with some seriousness, right? Boom, off to the races. No matter how hard you go up, what happens? You have to come back down and test that as support. So if this was once a resistance and it is now support over here, see how this came crashing down, but all these candles are up above it? Somebody say, damn, this might be a really good entry point. Yeah, you're looking at it, right? There's the relative strength index. There's your stochastic RSI. Completely oversold right there. You see it? This is getting ready to run back up. This is going to run back up. You're already seeing it right now. See it? This is going to run back up here, right? So any type of, right, where would you put a stop loss? Right there, up under that wick, and sit back. Sit back, right? Because as this runs up, look, running back up here to this high right here is 20%. Hey, running back up here to this right here where we was getting that brick wall, that is 20%. On a 5X, that is 100%. On 10X, that is 200%. I got to get this damn live. I mean, I'm losing money. Hey, I love y'all. Ain't nothing you could do about it. You're all kings and queens. But understand this. When stuff like this starts happening, I start looking at where the money is. I got to go. I'm literally leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. I love you. If you don't believe me, you wait and see. I'm out.